Market just opened. So let me go ahead and mark everything. I would really like to be short today because, I mean, price is running up right now. And we have 4 draws, low resistance draws, and a new week opening gap right here, a CME gap. So ideally, we just sweep out these highs, make a bearish S&T, Nasdaq's the leading index, and then we short down to these lows. And the odds are pretty high, I think. I mean, Nasdaq is pretty far from these highs, dude. Okay. Well, that happened fast, so now this is an interesting situation. Now 2 things can happen here. We make a bullish S&T, and then we trade on ES, we long up to these highs. It's like whatever gets swept first kind of deal. If this candle closes and then we come right back up and sweep this on ES, then I want to be short, but if we sweep lows, I want to be bullish. Jeez, man. That's crazy. Okay, well, Nasdaq took out this low, and the ES is still well above it. There's a lot of options. We could still be bearish if ES comes and takes out this hive, but we have to do it slowly with the next candle. Ideally, this candle we don't do a lot and just chop around a bit so that Nasdaq makes a big gap, and then when ES comes to take out the high, if ES would come to take out this high, I'd want it to be next candle so that Nasdaq has a gap to go fill while ES takes out the high, and then we go lower. So Nasdaq is all the way swept this low, but ES is still chilling up here. So holy, I am tired. And if we want to be bullish, then ES has to close above these highs for a break of structure, and then from there we look for a retrace. If I would still be willing to be bearish right now, but only if we go up from here and ES comes and takes out the high, this high. All right. Jeez. Okay, so there's gonna be a gap here on Nasdaq, so, but I don't know if I want to be. If we come into this gap, I hope we go like all the way up, like we come up like to like this point or something. So we could do that while ES like takes out this high or something. But if we do take out this flow, then I do want to for sure be bullish. If I do for sure want to be bullish, I would say. because it's a 4 hour low on both indexes. So if we take that out, it's a potential 4 hour SMT. That just it kind of sucks because we don't really have any change in order flow until we get all the way up here. So we come all the way up here on ES. Or until NASDAQ closes right past this gap. We also have the new day opening gap here. Can't forget about that. This is like, yeah, this is December for sure. This is December for sure, guys. But yeah, Christmas is on Thursday. I hope you guys are trading safe for sure, because this is getting bad. I'm only trading the one eval that I have left. The XFAs I'm waiting till January, till the new year to start. We just have so much to the downside that if we come up into this gap and then we close out and get a change in order flow to the downside, I'll short down to whatever. I'll short down to these lows or the CME gap. Whatever gives the 1 to 5 or 1.5 or short. It's so cold. It's crazy. But we have to come into this gap. It's a pretty big move to make, but it's definitely possible. But if it doesn't happen and we just go down, that's how it is. If we take out this low, then if we just like swift move down, take out this low, I'll look for longs for a bit. And that's about it. But I don't know, since this CME gap is like hidden underneath all these draws and liquidity, I think price we'll just need like a. I think price will just run down to it because when there's a CME gap, price tends to go and fill it pretty swiftly. And not to mention, this is high resistance, like super high resistance liquidity, super high resistance. So ideally, we trade away from this, anyways. So shorts without sweeping this and making a bearish SMT is fine to me. To me, that's fine. We just need to come into this gap. I should probably mark out everything on top side. I should probably mark out the draws on Nasdaq. But I don't know, we're getting like big moves up here. Okay, well, we're in there. And it's not just like we did break structure on the 1 minute to the upside, which is what we like to see when we get the 5 minute retrace. So now we just need to break back to the downside. And I'll short. And all we would need would be a maybe I would take it on ES just because we have these two highs right. Just because we have these two highs right here, we can put our stops above it. This is technically a 1 minute SMT that I could have shorted off of. It's kind of a change in order flow, but I want to be really safe. I want to send versus gap just because we did sweep out two draws already. Still no bearish. Change in order flow. And again, the only reason I'm willing to trade this combine right now is because it's a combine. It's not real money. It's not real anything. Like, it's just an evaluation to be able to get funded and make real money. So it's like, I'm gonna trade it. Like, I'm not waiting until January. I already have 2 XFA secured. So if I if December price action does mess me up, then it's whatever. Um, I'll still have 2 XFAs. Okay, we're getting big moves, big moves up. See, that's not even a trade I want to take. Because I guess this is technically equilibrium, but not really. I mean, I would not count that. Like, I wouldn't trade that. To me, it's a little unsafe. Okay, so we're in equilibrium and this gap. So to change order flow, we just need to close underneath this low. I hope this candle closes blue, like just a small blue candle, and then we get a black candle, because then we would only need this to break structure instead of that. And we would have 2 highs, which goes with our stop loss, because I always put my stop loss above the second high if it's shorts, or below the second low if it's longs. Sorry guys, I'm freezing. I have no clue why. It's so cold in here. It's kind of crazy. Alright. So we made the blue candle, but we're just continuing upwards movement. But this theory of going lower is not disproven until we change order flow on the 5 minute to the upside. Which we only get if ES closes above these 5 minute highs. No way it clutches and comes in last second to close above them. It's gonna be close, but not quite. Not quite. So there's literally like no change in order flow here. Like we have 5 minute SMT, and then we have like the 1 hour SMT. But we didn't break structure, we didn't inverse a gap, we didn't, well, I guess technically we could use 79% extension close. We can use that. But we would still need to retrace down. And ideally that for me is like either we go down, 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 and our bearish bias is a thing, continues to hold, or we just mess around and just like consolidate for the next 4 minutes, and then we create this gap here that we tap into to go higher up to this high. We'll see. Because this 1 hour is kind of crazy, bro. It's about to close like bullish. 3 minutes left, I guess we'll see. But this is not like ideal. Like we have a gap and we have like two draws that we sweep as well, making like potential SMT. And this one, and ES's 1 hour is like perfectly bullish. It's just like it's bullish. Okay, big moves. Not quite a bearish close. Jeez, bro. Well, we still do have a little gap here. So if we do want to go higher, ideally we come down to it. But I don't know if we want to. Like we're gonna have two highs here. Like if we get a bearish close, like we're not. This trade will be very short. I think like our stops will be right here, and take profit will be like 1.5 risk reward right here. Quadruple equal high. And yes, is kind of crazy. The hourly is about to close, and the 4 hour. And now we're in a really weird spot. We're in a really weird spot where it's like we have gaps here now, but we're still in bearish order. We're still in bearish order flow, but we have a bullish gap here. But I think I want to stick with the idea of we trade away from high resistance, so I'm gonna short NASDAQ. Oops, I did not mean to buy. I'll just ride it down to these lows. And it's like anything can happen, but I'm just banking off the fact that we still have the CME gap, we have the low resistance lows, and the one draw up here, like sure we have the bullish SMT, but up here is just one high resistance draw. So to me, I think we keep going down. That's my ideology behind it. But once I get in a position, I'm in it. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. It's only a combine. I feel really, I don't know, emotion right now. I feel emotional. But I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna click any buttons. Stay disciplined, not touch anything. Should we go break even at these lows? Maybe. Eh. And it's only like an emotional day for me. Because it's like, I do have a hard time when I trade, and it's like there's conflicting factors like this. Like, because we had the bullish SMTs, we had the 5 minute gap, we had the 79% eccentric closure, which is a weaker form of change in order flow compared to an inverse gap or a break of structure, but still, it's a but still, It is the fact that I just want to be right as like I don't know if that sounds bad or something, but it's just I love the analytical point of trading. I think we should put stops at break even, I'm not gonna lie. Since we came down and hit that low, but I don't know what to think, guys. I'll just put them above these highs. Risk is mitigated. Just cause, like, we swept out these lows, this should be break even point, because it could still not go our way, but we changed order flow in the 5 minute. We inversed that gap that we made, so ideally prices doesn't even come back up here, but it's December, so wow. Alright. Good day today, guys. It was a little hard. It was actually pretty hard for me psychologically, I'm not gonna lie. Just because, but just because of the conflicting factors, we had the gap, we had the 79% extension, but bias prevailed overall. And today was good price. Like, there were questionable points, like right here, a little bit of barcode, and then we come up here and we just chill for a bit. But overall, good, really good day, and I think this is good for December standards. And if I had an XFA, if I were trading XFAs, which I'm not in December, but I would be holding my positions on my XFAs all the way down to like the CME gap maybe. Again, it is December, so potential just stay in this whole range all day. That could be a thing. But I mean, I think it's more probable than not that we just come down and take out these two lows at least. And maybe, and yeah, the CME gap because they do get aggressively filled. So yeah, today was a good day. Um, I'm really happy to see bias was on point and that my analytics were on point and that my psychological and my psychological thinking or whatever was on point. I didn't close out of the position because I was feeling emotional or anything. Like when I seen it go up, I was feeling like, damn, maybe I should close this. But my discipline and my patience prevailed, and I didn't click any buttons. I risked what I should have. I risked 1,000, and I made 1,300. So we made back the losses that we made back the loss that we had last week, that $900 loss, and yeah. So today was a great day for this XFA. I mean, combine, and yeah. Tomorrow we have. Today was a no news Monday, and tomorrow is prelim and like a bunch of orange folders. So tomorrow there will be some. Tomorrow there's gonna be some decent volume maybe from prelim and all this orange folder, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So good day today, guys. Happy, very happy with how I performed today in the markets, and this is a great start to the week. And yeah, one more day, one more win, pretty much, and we pass this, and we'll have 3 XFAs going in to 2026.